We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
Let's go! Ready, set. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Steele. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So don't say nothing.
Now a give right side. It's Steele, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Now Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check 52. Switch. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
QB drop. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker.
Ready.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Murray, strong running. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 15 Ronnie. Hey, Delta.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
5. Go.
They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bills' 20-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Undercrush.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
You ready? Mike, look at me. Zipper. Hey, wahoo.
58, Mike. It's a party.
5.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill.
49, check 49. Yo, go. Hey, orbit. Hey, lock it.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Hey, switch gears. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
This is Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Mike, 53.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
Ready.
How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey. Hey, Haywood.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
58 to Mike.
It's been a long day for you.
Shift. Watch the shift.
5.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Latavius Murray, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Break.
53, Mike.
Watch the curve. Check three. Shit. Watch the snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. Got his man. That's Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Got it. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch twist. Hit it.
Now a give, right side. Steele. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, they scared. Under 10. Greystone, travel. Go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go out. Recon, 152 fighter.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kiki QT, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ready to go.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. That one good for 33 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go, one. Check. 53.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. On the delay, this is Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 50, plant.
Push him back.
Hey, high 7.
Sit down.
2nd and 11. They fights him off. And shedding through the tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
53. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lock going to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me twist, watch twist, watch twist. Check, 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 check.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check, check, check.
Go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let him know, let him know.
2nd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
56. Check, 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 check.
Get.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's crushed.
6'6", pull it high.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick your game up.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready up.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Alert. Here we go. Here we go. I got 29. I got 29.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Ready, break.
58 to Mike.
Let's go, D. Check 31, check 31.
SOS.
Rock it.
SOS. Check 15, check 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Turn it up. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Got it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 50. Check.
Let's go, Mike 50. Third one.
50's the Mike.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or X3. 218. Chop. Let's go.
On first down, it's Steele. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Check. Crunch.
Alert 3.
5.
They'll run on first down. It's Steele. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now to the air. Rock gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, 50, plant.
Lights 56.
Rapid. Check three. 80 weapons.
Check down, set.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, watch this.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
He's not going to get me.
Second and 4. Buying time to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
53, check 53.
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Squeeze.
Check out.
Throwing on second down. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Lock now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Ready, set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got it.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Good track.
Five.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, Delta.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings us 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Run.
Check. Hey, Sam off.
No. Off.
Hit it.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, Steele. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Get off the field.
Check 4.
Leo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check.
26 Mike.
Hey, that's what I do.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll make it third down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm scared.
Throwing his lock on third down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kiki QT, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
58, come on. Ricky. Watch out.
Hey!
Check. 58, right over there.
Right up.
58, right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch the twist.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Check 9, check 9.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, 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 hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, here we go. 53's the mark. 53, check 53.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go, let's go.
2nd and 9 now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Ready up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that make.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Mike, 58, right there.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check pass. Check pass. Let's go. Let's go.
Go. Go.
Number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Ready?
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Block will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Like 50, Mike.
Bravo.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check safety, check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Silver.
Hey, Alpha. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Switch gears. Check.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
53's the mic. 53.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Hey. High 7. Shut up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Hey, exit. He don't want it. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 80 weapon. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Steele, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Move. Hey, we got 4.
Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a little floater there is incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Under 10.
Rock it.
Quick the edge. Come. Check. Lucky.
On the ball.
Jim.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll keep it on the ground. Steal. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Locke going to go on 4th down. Got his man. That's Harry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Bills.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check 24.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Can't hang with us. Double time, double time. We got 4. We got 4.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready?
And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
Check 53's Mike.
You must be dreaming.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for